In just 8 months, Davy buried 6 loved ones. His wife. His brother. His stepson. His wife's sister. His stepson, wife's sister, and his stepson's grandmother. Each loss came like a wave. Before he could catch his breath, another storm arrived. But somehow, he is still standing. What do you do when grief doesn't come in seasons, but in storms? When one loss follows another, and the ground beneath you never stops shaking. This is Davy's story. Buried but not broken. Not because he was strong. But because grace held him when nothing else could. It began with his wife. She had battled cancer for years. Davy was her rock, her caregiver, her comforter, her strength. He watched her fade slowly, day by day. And when she passed, something inside him cracked. Just weeks later, his brother died suddenly. His wife had passed on less than a month ago. He lamented how he never got to see his brother before he died. The guilt weighed heavily. The grief was layered, loss upon loss. He now had to prepare to go to his brother's funeral, while still grieving for the loss of his wife. Then came his stepson. Illness struck quickly. Davy had barely returned from his brother's funeral when the news came. Another hospital. Another goodbye. Another grave. Three months later, his wife's sister died, also cancer. Then his stepson's grandmother. Each death chipped away at his spirit. Each funeral felt like a chapter closing on a life he once knew. He could not sleep. He felt pain in his body, deep, aching, unexplained. Doctors ran tests. Nothing showed up. But the pain was real. Grief had settled into his bones. And yet, in the silence, Grace began to whisper. Not loudly. Not dramatically. But gently. Through herbal remedies. Through moments of sleep. Through the stillness of prayer. Davy did not find answers. But he found presence. God did not erase the pain. But he entered it. And that was enough. If you have lost more than you thought you could bear, if your body aches from sorrow, if your heart feels hollow, remember this. You are not alone. God's grace is sufficient. Even here. Even now. Be sure to return for part 2.